And she said, "What? Really?" I said, "Yeah, I just came from the doctors. I'm pregnant." And so she kind of just walked back and forth, like thinking it over, and she's like, "Well, what are you guys gonna do?" I said, "We haven't really talked about it." I said, "Well, I'm not doing an abortion. I can't." I said, I'm against that. Like, I can't do that. And I can't see my baby with somebody else. I can't carry a baby for 9 months and give it up. So I said, we're going to end up keeping him or her. And she was upset. I mean, she didn't yell at me. She's like, "I'm not mad at you." She's like, "I know that you were on the pill. Things happen. But she's like, "I'm going to support you." She's like, "But this is going to be even harder for me with me not living here anymore and not being able to be around." And that hurt me even more because, I mean, every daughter wants their mom around when they're pregnant. I mean, they've done it. They've felt everything. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. So I was pretty scared. She gave me a big hug and everything. So after that, we left. I went to Casey's house and I grabbed my stuff and I was like, you know what, I need to go home. I need to tell people. I tried to call my dad because my dad was on a trip. He was away and he wouldn't be back for like 2 days. And I was like, you know what, I gotta tell him now. I want to tell him now. Like, I didn't want to tell him over a text. I didn't want to tell him over the phone. But I was like, I have to tell him. I have to tell him now. I'm just so close with my family. I'm very strong with my family. So I came home. My brother was here. He lives here. And I went straight downstairs and I was like, "Derek," I said, "looks like you're going to be an uncle." And he kind of looked at me and it didn't go through his mind at all. And he's like, "Wait, what? You're pregnant?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, okay." And my brother's one of those very positive people. He doesn't want to see me hurt. He knows that I was very upset. I was having a hard time. He was just like, "We're going to support you. There's nothing else you can do. We can't be mad about the situation. It happened." So he kind of got excited after a while and he started looking up all this baby stuff. Of course. When I told my other brother, he kind of was very shocked. You could tell he was upset, which of course you expect it. You're not married, like you're not living together, so it's hard. So that happened. I told him. My brother told him because I was afraid to tell him. So after that, he's supportive now. He's like, "Oh, well, I'll watch the kid," because he's not going to have kids anytime soon. I'll be surprised if he even has kids. I told my stepmom. I actually told her over a text too because she was at work. And I was just like, there's going to be a baby in the family. And the first thing that came to her mind was, "Oh, my daughter's pregnant." Not me, her real daughter. And she's like, "What?" And then she called me. She sent me, "What?" And then she called me. She goes, "Devin's pregnant?" I said, "No, I am." And her whole voice changed because the thing is I know I'm very young. I wish I was married. I wish that I was 24, 25 years old. But you know what? It's happened. There's nothing else I can do about it. You can only look at it with a positive attitude now. And the thing about me and my boyfriend is we are very good with money. We don't spend any of our money. It just all goes into the bank. we only buy things if we really need them. We'll spoil ourselves every once in a while with things we want, but we rarely do that just because we want to have money just in case. So I'm glad we're both like that because now we both have money saved. Which, you know what? I don't think anybody is financially prepared for a baby. They're very expensive. It's going to be very hard, and I know that. I'm just glad that my family is very supportive, and I have very good friends that are supportive. But, I mean, I couldn't ask for a better family or anything. I talk to my mom probably maybe twice a week, and I'm actually going to visit her next week, so that will be good to see her since I haven't seen her. But that's basically how I found out, how I told my parents. It was very, very scary. It still is scary. After Mark wanted me to go to his house to tell his parents with him. And oh my gosh, I was terrified, to say the least. I said, well, I can't go with you tonight. Like, I have class tonight. I can't go. And he's like, well, I don't want to tell him alone. I said, I understand. I said, well, I told all my parents alone. I said, I understand you don't want to tell them, and I want to be there because it's not just your situation, it's ours. But I can't be there. I have to be in my class. Which he was very upset, but he's like, you know what, I understand. Like, I don't know how to tell my parents. He's like, yes, I'm close to my parents, but they aren't as easygoing as yours. And my dad is very easygoing. He finds the good in everything, which my mother does too, but my mother was always strict with us. She always had a very strong backbone, which both of his parents are kind of like that. I mean, his mom's more easygoing, but she still gets upset. So I know his dad was out mowing the lawn, I think he told me, and he's like, you know what, I might just tell my mom right now because my dad's not in here. I said, that's probably a better idea. Tell your mom, and then your mom can help you tell your dad, because his dad can get very, very upset. He's the sweetest guy, but I mean, what do you expect? Your son is 21. Like, you don't want this. So he told his mom. His mom was very upset. His mother cried. His mom isn't one to cry unless she's very, very upset. So she cried. She went upstairs. And then he kind of went up and was like, Mom, you know, I understand you're disappointed. I understand. And she was basically like, you know what, this is my grandchild. I'm going to support you guys if you guys need anything. I'm going to help. But right now, I just have to take it in because I'm shocked. And when he told his dad was very upset. His dad didn't talk to him at all. His dad just walked away. It took a couple days for his dad to come around. His dad hasn't really talked to me about it. I saw his parents for the first time in a while the other day, and his mom kind of sat down with me, talked to me about it, like, you know, like, I want to help you guys, I want to babysit, because his mom's retired. And she's like, I'll babysit when I can, as long as I can still do my stuff and all that. And she's like, because you know daycare is expensive and everything. So she's like, also go to the consignment shops. Like, they have awesome deals. You can find everything. And she got the baby some onesies. So it's nice to know that they're coming around and supporting us. But basically, that's about it. I wanted to make a quick video. This isn't quick by any means, but just so you can get an idea of how I told them. I would have really liked to have told them in person, but I'm one of those people, I find something out, I have to tell them now, because I'm really bad at keeping secrets, unless it's like important with somebody else. Like, I'll keep a secret unless it's life-threatening or something. But that's it for now. See you guys.